cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, yeah. Dirty soda pop, yeah. I told her double cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, dirty soda pop, yeah. Red bottoms bleed like a murder scene, like the movie Scream, like the movie Scream. I'm a perk fiend, give her perk D. She got wet dreams, she can't catch me. Like a track team, I'ma run to the bands like an athlete. To a head, no surpassing. I'm in Cali, I don't smoke Marley, and I don't sniff Sally. But I like perks and I like surf, cause they work for me. Yellow bird, get my phone and chirp, she gon' twerk for me. Yeah, I like perks, I like surf, cause they work for me. I'ma let them do they work. These niggas' parents, it's apparent, the Gucci that I'm wearing, and the McLaren got all the hoes staring, glaring and watching. Now they wanna cuff me, bitch, you're not a cup. I told her double cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, yeah. Dirty soda pop, yeah. I told her double cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, dirty soda pop, yeah.
Put a bottle of codeine inside the soda pop, and she got
Molly and codeine inside the soda pop.
We went to Miami just to take a load off. Seen a white bitch do cocaine and took her nose off. And my codeine top tier, I don't need gotta pop a pill. Got my dogs with me, you know how that go. Christian Dior from my head to my toes. My first year rich, spent 100 bands on my clothes. And that's no cap, I got my Porsche in the back. I get my dog 50 bands, I get a fuck nigga whack. I'm drinking codeine, I done made it out the trap. Know a lot of niggas hate it, and that's a fact. But I made it, I'm a big dog
niggas' parents, yeah. It's apparent, the Gucci that I'm wearing, yeah. And the McLaren got all the hoes staring, glaring and watching. Now they wanna cuff me, bitch, you're not a cop. I told her double cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, yeah.
Dirty soda pop.
Yeah, I told her double cut me, codeine, I can't stop. Been pouring up a lot, dirty soda pop, yeah.
She got me. What's up, guys? No, Flim Flam. Send me videos. YouTube videos. Don't send me fucking random recordings off of Discord. Piss me off. Hey, Krupa. Cringe. Yeah, what's up, Leon? How you doing? Oh, Police Activity's got a new video. Oh. Yeah, of course I wish to watch it. How are you, Keith? I am fine.
911,
Don't
what's
break
your
the
emergency?
fuck. Get out of here. I've got an intruder in my house.
What's the address?
Get out of here. South Eddy Street.
South Eddy Street.
Am I still gay? I don't know.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen, y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody believe God with him. Hey! We don't just preach condemnation. We preach reconciliation.
Sorry.
You have no idea who this person is?
Nope, no idea. He's got a knife.
Hold on 1 second. I want to get people rolling that way before we go any further.
Thank you.
Okay, is he making any threats with that knife, brandishing or anything like that?
What's that?
Is he making any threats with the knife, brandishing or anything?
Yeah, he is right now. He's threatening me with shit.
Okay, is it like a machete or is it a...
He's got a machete, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Got a whole ass machete. Send it on Discord. Super 10.
2 Sam, we got something going on here. 23 and Eddie. Might be the guy. Hispanic male. Some kind of a towel on him. Someone's chasing him with a baseball bat. Relocate.
That ain't no goddamn machete.
He's going southbound on 23rd.
He's got a pair of skis in his hand.
Call out to him on the PA.
Southbound 23 calling out PA.
Look at this snitch right here. Look at this guy.
Move it! Move it!
Stop!
Is he in a towel?
We got him going down here on He's got a machete. He's got a machete. Nope. Sarge, he's got a fucking machete.
You want to take him? Stop! Stop it now! Hold on! Stay back! Stay back! Stay back! 2 Sam, pick it up! I need containment from the precinct side. We got one running with a machete. Drop it! Drop it now, Seattle Police! Sam, I need someone from the precinct side, quick! Stop now! Stop! Get on the ground! Do it now! Get on the ground! 2 Sam, block traffic from the precinct side. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna send the dog. He's gonna get fucking shot though.
Okay. Sam, I need more units down here now. Stop it right there! Stop it! No, no! Stop it! Stop it right now! Stop it right now! Okay. Okay. 2 Sam, shots fired.
Dog's hurt.
Okay.
My dog's hurt, guys. I'm hit.
2 Sam, we got officer partially injured. Suspect down. I need this completely shut off.
Dog! Take him! Shut up! Here! House!
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, he's biting his balls! He was biting his balls! Get the fucking fucked! Well, he's dead. So it looked like he stabbed the dog a couple times, and then he stabbed the cop in the side as well. Let's just see if that guy died real quick for research purposes. Aw, fatally stabbed the dog. No, he killed the dog. No. Subject then fatally stabbed the dog. No, man. Yeah, and then the guy died. Good. Fuck that loser. Alright, what do we got?
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape, the super strong waterproof tape that can instantly patch, bond, seal, and repair. Flex tape is no ordinary tape.
Its triple thick adhesive virtually welds itself to the surface, instantly stopping the toughest leaks.
Leaky pipes can cause major damage.
But Flex tape grips on tight and bonds instantly.
Plus, Flex tape's powerful adhesive is so strong,
It works underwater.
it even works underwater.
Now you can repair leaks in pools and spas without draining them. Flex tape is perfect for marine, campers, and RVs.
Flex tape is super strong, and once it's on, it holds on tight.
And for emergency auto repair, Flex tape keeps its grip, even in the toughest conditions. Big storms can cause big damage, but Flex tape comes super wide, so you can...
How the hell did that... Wait. How the hell does a hole like that... Oh, a tree. Okay.
Flex tape comes super wide, so you
I was
can...
about to say, how the hell does a hole like that get in your fucking roof?
To show you the power of Flex tape, I sawed this boat in half and repaired it with only Flex tape. Not only does Flex tape's powerful adhesive hold the boat together, but it creates a super strong watertight seal, so the inside is completely dry. Yeah, doggy!
Just cut, peel, stick, and seal.
Imagine everything you can do with the power of Flex tape.
Damn! A 4x5 piece of Flex tape is $13? Oh no, 4 inches by 5 feet. Okay, never mind. That's not bad then. Alright, Hugo vibing then falling. Let's see what we got here. Yo, sit the fuck down. I love you. And then what else do you got here, Super 10?
I don't know how old your mom is. By the way, Super, have you told her that I said good morning? Have you? Don't you me? No? I'm gonna keep bugging you until you do. Once you do it, it's over with. But you know, you could always end up lying to me, so it doesn't matter. You'll video it. I swear to God, Super, if you actually go to your mom and video it and say, "Hey mom, Hugo said good morning," and you post it in the Discord, I will make you a mod on this channel. Alright, bet. If she says shit, I'll say you ain't gonna hear nothing.
My friend Hugo said hi and good morning.
Funny. Yo, Malicious, what's going on, buddy? And what else did you just send me?
Fucking nigga! These are fucking this shit.
Weird kid. Yeah, just send it to me on Discord.
This is police body cam footage as cops confront a woman at a Walmart who they say had filled her shopping cart with items needed to build a nail bomb. A bomb meant to detonate inside the store. And if that weren't bad enough, she had her little boy right there with her.
Was this woman prepared to set off a bomb at her local Walmart? Security personnel at the Walmart say they observed the shopper actually putting the nail bomb together in the aisle. They saw her open a box of nails, put them in a mason jar, and then start concocting a liquid mix. They say when she seemed ready to detonate the bomb by setting fire to a shoelace, Security swooped in. In this store security video, you see her with a shopping cart loaded with goods. It sure looks as if she's removing the shoelace from a sneaker and using one lace as a wick, cops say. An off-duty officer from the Florida Department of Fish and...
That's like terror. That's terrorism. Darko us acid inject? Okay.
Was in the Walmart at the time and was asked by security to investigate.
You're going to get detained right now, okay?
The woman, identified as Emily Stollard, was with her son, who she instructs to make a call.
You tell him that I'm being detained and he better come get me right now.
Shockingly, investigators say she was using the child to help her make the nail bomb. In her shopping cart, authorities took pictures of the products she was purchasing. Cans of fuel, packages of nails, and several mason jars, one of which is missing from the box. And you can even see the sneakers minus the laces. After sheriff's deputies get her into a patrol car, there's a tense moment.
I didn't do anything!
She is facing multiple charges, including attempted arson and firebombing.
The woman has pled not guilty and walked.
Firebombing? How is that not attempted terrorism? Okay. Was it Darko us acid inject? What the fuck? Yo, Michael, what's going on, buddy? Michael Jaduka. I'm good. Thanks for the $1.99. I really wanted to watch this.
Mystery Recapped here. Today, I am going to explain a post-apocalyptic...
We're only watching one of these.
Called
11 minutes.
Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The premise of the movie
Yo,
is
Jeff,
set
what's going on,
in the
buddy?
year
Keith, are you gay? No, I'm not gay.
When the Earth has turned into a barren land because of global warming. Oxygen and drinking water are only available to the wealthy. Because of the amount of carbon in the air, breathing out in the open is almost impossible. Houses and buildings are supplied with partially clean air, but outside them, people are required to wear masks to stay alive. A healthy human will suffocate in about 5 minutes if they do not wear a specialized oxygen mask. Oxygen, which once used to be a basic part of nature, has now turned into a product. Several million-dollar companies manufacture artificial oxygen in bulk and sell it at an outrageous rate. Since only the rich can afford it, the government provides oxygen to the poor people at an affordable price. But such oxygen is not the best quality and can kill you with time. Most humans have fled to Mars with gallons of oxygen and water as people on Earth become more violent. Among all kinds of oxygen, natural oxygen, which can still be found in the Himalayas, is the most in demand. It is sold for millions and is even rarer than NFTs of cats. I mean, diamonds. A few years ago, people were so eager to acquire oxygen, it caused murders and
I'm not watching a
the government has since banned the exploitation of natural oxygen strictly. Even the rich aren't allowed to trade or buy it. When the smuggling of such oxygen started, the government implemented a new rule according to which people aren't allowed to leave their houses after 6 p.m. Anyone who is seen in a public place during the curfew will be shot dead immediately. The protagonist of the movie is a 30-year-old man named Random Shukla. He was born in Mumbai, India, in the year 2037. Because of the condition of the environment, he suffered from heart failure as soon as he took his first breath. Along with him, 43% of the infants born that year suffered from heart failure. They have been living with the help of an artificial heart pacemaker until now. Random has to always carry a bag with a device that is attached to his chest for the pacemaker to work. He claims that he has only heard the stories of the green and blue earth and believes it is just a myth. The man cannot imagine a world where oxygen is abundant and water is not a luxury. His job is to smuggle natural oxygen on a small scale. Because of the artificial heart, he is allowed to carry 2 cans of oxygen everywhere he goes, which helps him smuggle it. At the beginning of the movie, Random is woken up in his cell that he shares with several other workers. The government announces that the supply of oxygen to houses will be stopped for a short
So this is just Australia?
People are told to wear oxygen masks even when they are indoors during that period. It is a regular day for Random until his associate calls him to a meeting with a client named Yakub, who is willing to pay them millions to smuggle 2 cans of natural oxygen. On a normal day, someone from the client's side comes to pick up the oxygen, but since the security has been tighter these days, Random has to put his life in danger and go to the client. He accepts the job instantly for the money. His ultimate goal is to collect enough money to go to Mars and start a new life. Random and his associate go to the ruins of a building to meet Yakub. He is a gangster and the biggest oxygen smuggler in Mumbai. The man has connections all over Mars and supplies the rich with pure Himalayan oxygen. Random tells him that he has a license to carry natural oxygen, so the job won't be difficult for him. Yakub's men tear his clothes to check if he is telling the truth. They are assured after seeing a blinking device attached to his chest. The boss offers them 10 million rupees each for the job, but Random bargains they should get at least 40 million rupees. Yakub, who is still unsure of Random's potential, challenges him to a match of arm wrestling. According to him, a smuggler needs courage more than a license to close a deal. The match starts, during which Yakub takes off his oxygen mask and makes Random do the same for a fair match. Soon, Random has trouble breathing and has to deliberately lose to be able to wear the mask again. Because he showed courage, an impressed Yakub agrees to give him 40 million. Now, Random has to bring 2 cans of natural oxygen to the other side of the checkpoint and hand it to a client from Mars named Shah. He has to return with the money before the evening curfew. If not, the deal will be considered unsuccessful, and both Random and his associate will be killed. In the following scene, Random is in the metro station, which is also the checkpoint. He holds cans of oxygen in his bag, which, if checked, will be exposed as illegal oxygen. Random is hoping that since he has a license, the security officer wouldn't go to the extra length to check the oxygen can. He is so nervous that he freezes when it is his turn to go in. Just like he had predicted, the officer doesn't check the cans and lets him go after scanning the license. He even advises Random to not lose his license, or he could end up in jail for the rest of his life. Sometime later, he reaches an apartment where the client, Shah, is waiting for him. Shah was flown to Mars when he was only 5 years old by his wealthy parents. He survives on high-quality artificial oxygen, which is still not as good as natural oxygen. Hence, the man is always keen on buying cans of natural oxygen. He has recently returned to Earth for the same reason. Random notices a glass full of water on the table. He cannot help but stare at the strange sight of clean water, which is usually reserved for wealthy people. Shah offers it to him, which surprises Random. He doesn't accept the glass and gets straight to business instead. Shah claims that residents of Mars only return to Earth for pleasure or for business. He is there for the former. Random gets the hint and brings out the cans of fresh oxygen. The oxygen was collected and packaged at 800 meters above sea level, making it non-toxic and 100% pure. Shah inspects the cans and appears to be impressed by them. Yet, when Random asks for payment, he hesitates. The oxygen might have moisture mixed into it, which means he cannot pay without testing it first. Random replies that even if the oxygen has moisture, it is the last batch coming from the Himalayas. Soon, this kind will also not be available for purchase. He suggests the client use the opportunity wisely, but his words make Shah suspect him even more. As the two get into a heated conversation, Shah mentions that the Earth is about to shake violently very soon. Just as he says that, the coffee table starts shaking. Random notices that the table is actually a box that has something or someone inside of it. The two do not acknowledge the shaking and continue the bargain. They do not go on for long before the box moves again. Random had come to end the deal without violence, but seeing that the client doesn't want to pay, he brings out a gun. However, Shah is not someone who backs up. He too points a gun at Random. While Random is nervous, Shah appears to be excited. He claims that his life on Mars was boring, and their conversation is giving him an adrenaline rush. In a split second, Random shoots the man in the forehead and kills him. He had realized that only one of them could walk away alive, so he took the only opportunity that he had. Following that, he opens the box that had been moving and is surprised to see a girl inside of it. She is tied up and gagged and seems to have been kidnapped.
It's called Carbon.
Unsure what she is capable of doing, he points his gun at her.
Why are they all Indians?
The girl
I don't
freezes
know.
in shock, but is relieved when he frees her hands. Random threatens her to stay low and keep quiet because he doesn't want to have to kill her. As they talk, the girl reveals that the man who Random just killed is not Shaw. The real Shaw's dead body lies in the bedroom. It turns out that the man Random was talking to until now was pretending to be Shaw to stall him. He was actually a hitman who had killed Shaw moments before. The girl also reveals that the hitman was about to smuggle her to Mars before Random arrived. Random knows that if he returns to Yakub without the money, he will end up dead. Hence, he looks around the house and finds several gallons of clean water. He almost doesn't believe the treasure before him. He wants to smuggle them out, but the containers have an inbuilt security system, which means if someone tries to take them out of the building without a passcode, the police will be alerted. Right then, it is announced that the evening curfew has been implemented. Random's deal has failed, so he is bound to be killed if he returns home. He has to quickly think of a way to run away from the city before Yakub finds him. Somewhere else, Yakub is impatiently waiting for his arrival. When he is notified that the curfew is in action, he takes off Random's friend's oxygen mask and eventually kills the man by suffocating him. Back in the apartment, Random asks the girl about her true identity. She introduces herself as Perry and claims that she is a refugee who was bought by Shaw. He planned to take her to Mars as his mistress, but as soon as she arrived there, the hitman killed Shaw and held her hostage. As the two talk, Random's artificial heart alerts him of overheating. Perry realizes that she is making him nervous, which makes him blush even more. When asked what she wants to do now, Perry claims that she will travel the world. Weirdly enough, she keeps repeating the same thing as her voice turns more and more robotic. Random asks her if she is fine, and soon realizes that she is just a robot who has been programmed to think she is a human, just like your narrator. Perry malfunctions and turns her power off, and Random is left all alone. He plans to run away as soon as the curfew is lifted. A few hours later, he breathes in the exclusive oxygen out of curiosity. It doesn't go well because the whiff of clean oxygen makes him pass out. When he wakes up the next morning, Yakub and his people are standing in front of him. They tie him to a chair, assuming that he killed Shaw for the gallons of water. Random tries to explain what actually happened, but Yakub doesn't believe him. His men do not notice the security system attached to the water containers and start to carry them to the elevator. Yakub leaves Random tied to a chair, so he would be arrested for killing Shaw and the hitman. However, as they try to walk away with the water, an alarm rings, alerting the police. Just then, Perry switches on and unties Random's hands. The police catch Yakub and his gang. Since they only care about the gallons of water being smuggled, they do not bother to search for Random and Perry. In the end, the pair manages to escape through a secret passage. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like.
Let's see what we got here. So maybe you could prepare for it before you come? Who's this guy?
Hello.
Hi, yeah, I'm just calling to see if you're available tonight.
Hi, yes, Valley Stream
Yeah. Is this Celine?
speaking.
Yeah, okay, alright. So do you do, like, fetish and roleplay stuff?
What is your fetish or roleplay?
So my fetish, it's a military fetish. I had my dad was in the military. And,
You want to have a military roleplay?
yeah, so basically, I just want to pretty much just yell in your face for the hour while I jerk off.
You're not yelling in my face.
What?
I yell in your face.
You yell in my face, and then I could jerk off while you do it?
Yeah, I'll yell at you.
But it...
You can jerk off while I yell at you.
Oh, but it usually works better for me if I yell. So, what if we both yelled at each other?
No, you're not fucking yelling at me. You're not coming in my house and paying me to yell at me. You paying me, I'm gonna yell at you.
Okay. Cool. Funny guy. I like that guy. That guy's got a big dick as well. Alright, we'll watch this.
So who are you cosplaying?
Yakuya Togami. He is mostly the Richie rich guy who's pretty much a douchebag to everyone during the game, and actually is the main, well, not main antagonist, but a side antagonist. He usually would ruin the trials.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that? I don't give a shit.
And there we go. The obvious answer that I have known. You've proven me right. Look at you. Thinking you have all the power in the world, thinking you could trick me. I've fallen for your illusion. How disappointing. So, you're gonna longingly gaze at me.
Yo, you a funny ass dude. What the fuck?
Anyways,
it was just a trick. It was just a joke, bro. Relax.
good luck wiping your ass.
Ooh.
Got a 100-year-old axe.
You guys know who this guy is? Anybody know who this guy is? That's Iphonix's brother? Oh, really? That's cool. Meh. A frog. What's the frog doing? Ew. Drinking lake water, dude? That's disgusting. Yo, Julio, what's going on? Oh, is that a mussel? Oh, he brought a lighter, dude. A lighter? Really? Can't start a fire with your bare hands? Pfft, pussy. He talks usually. He's not talking right now. Oh, I wanted to see him catch the fish. Making his wife row, dude. What a gangster. What is that, a bass? What type of fish is that? Or a carp or something? A trout? Nice and orange. See, I usually don't eat fish, but I would eat fish out of something like that, like a clean lake, a relatively clean lake. You know what I mean? Yeah, Wooded Beardsman, yeah. I watched a lot of these guys' videos. Of this guy's videos, like last year I watched like 30 or 40 of them. He has his own seasoning and stuff as well. Yeah, the Wooded Beardsman, yeah. Prepare yourself for being homeless one. I'll never be homeless. Thanks, Complex. I'll check that out in a second, alright? Get that nice smoky flavor in there. Nice. Nice. Green leaves smoke up. Nice, nice. He said poison. No, it's not. You don't get poisoned. Sad part is that's poison ivy. Yeah, imagine. Wait, where'd they get the bacon now?
I believe that...
Oh, it's just store-bought bacon. Eh. Killed the illusion. He's out of there.
I got a 100-year-old axe and some deer bones. Find out how I'll turn these two items into a delectable meal. Hey guys, so I've been out here looking for deer, trying to figure out where the deer went. You know, scouting for hunting. And I think I found my answer. Deer bone. Dead deer. So, there we go. Part of our answer. Anyway, question is, can we make use of this deer bone? And I think we can. Something that early humans used to do would be to cook and eat the marrow. Long lost art, I suppose. Now we only think about meat. But most of the calories is actually in the fat of the animal, hidden inside the bone. Most animals can't make use of this. That's why this bone's laying around here in the woods. Unused, unloved. But modern humans have the ability to tame tough material like bone. We can smash it open and eat the marrow raw, or we can cook it. Something that animals can't do. Animals can only crunch and grind, and that's a lot of work to get at the inside of a bone. But humans can smash, we can also use tools, and we can use heat. The only problem is, I don't have any heat with me. I don't have a lighter or matches. But I can make friction fire. So, let's see if we can turn this bone into a meal. So this is the perfect place to start looking for a bow drill kit. I've got some cedar behind me. My cedar's pretty much a go-to choice for me for bow drill. It's easy to identify. Anybody can identify a cedar tree. If you can find a stand like this,
I can.
Usually because it's so filled in.
Anyone can identify it, by the way, not this guy.
Find some of the central ones here that are starting to rot. This one here, you can see it's losing its bark. This one here is losing its bark too, so it's on the way to drying. It's probably not totally dry. These ones here, I might not pick them. There's a good one behind here that's starting to dry. Most of the bark is peeled off. That's what you want to find is bark peeled off. We got my Boreal 21 here. It's a fold-out saw, so it's packable, and all it needs is a little bit of assembly And you are set to cut.
Oh shit.
There we go. So I'm going to work away. I grab a couple pieces here. I'm going to grab a little bit more than what I think I need. And that way I'll have some options when I start.
This guy is painfully Canadian, by the way, in case you guys didn't know.
Actually producing the bow drill kit, because you never know if the one you select is going to be right. It's kind of
the kids are good.
Sometimes it works, sometimes
I just talked to them today. They're right.
All the times you don't know before you start whether or not it's going to work. So let's get working. Grab a couple here, and then we'll head back.
Oh, don't get rid of the bark. You need that to start the fire with, man.
That's one piece, not a bad piece. You can see it's got a few knots. The knots are the bothersome part of using cedar. You usually don't get a very big section that doesn't have nodules or branches coming out, and that's going to give you a little bit of a problem when you start whittling it down. So I'm going to grab a couple more of these, and we'll head back and start working away on them.
I can do that. Listen, knowing how to do something and being able to apply it are two different things. Okay? I know how brain surgery works. You know what I mean? I know how how mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell, but it doesn't mean that I can apply it in real life. You know what I mean? I could do brain surgery. You guys don't think I could do brain surgery? I could do brain surgery. You guys want a brain surgery stream? Is that what you guys want?
Pretty
I'm just kidding.
Interesting story about this axe. It's 100 years old, or so I think. It was found in a property that my brother and I co-own as a rental property. A lot of people have been asking what I do for a living. Part of it is rental property. So we found this in the walls of the house when we were renovating it. 100-year-old. Look at that. We suspect it was used for hand hewing the timbers used to build it. It's an old farmhouse. It's got a little engraving on there. Looks like a C instead of a triangle. Pretty cool. And it cuts great, actually. So let's put it to use. Let's make ourselves a bow drill. You shouldn't use a branch, you should use the actual trunk of the tree. The branches contain a little bit too much resin, and while they are the right size, they don't necessarily work, and they're not dry in the core. So if you want to use a set right away, you need something that's fairly dried all the way to the core, and getting a dead standing tree like that is almost guaranteed to be dry all the way down to the core. I like my spindles to be fairly big, but not too big, because they produce a lot more friction. So we need to turn this down into something that's a lot more manageable.
Oh wow.
So after a while,
that axe is pretty good.
Whittling, you're going to end up with something like that. And of course you wouldn't use the axe on the final product, and you don't want it to be smooth. You want a lot of rough edges, not perfectly round like you would get like a broomstick. So you want, some rougher edges to bind on the string.
Yeah, I like this guy.
This is fairly long. As you can see the top is a point. Very, very sharp point. And we don't want a lot of friction at the top. The bottom is going to be similar shape, but less pointed. You need a point at the start in order to get a burn-in. If it's not sharp and pointy, then you won't, it won't bind into the bore where you want it to, and it'll have it slipping all over the place. So that's the rough shape. It's bigger than my thumb, maybe 3 or 4 times bigger. This is a big spindle. I'll start off this big. I can always make it smaller. And so the next thing is we need to make a bow, and we need to get a bearing block. Bearing block's made out of wet wood, so that it reduces friction and doesn't create a lot of heat at the top. So the temptation with the bottom board is that you're going to want to take a nice, fairly straight piece of cedar, and this one has a nice crack in the middle, and you're going to want to take your axe and, you know, chop it right in half. The problem with cedar is when you do that, it doesn't want to go in a nice straight line like you would expect in a hardwood. It wants to twist. So you end up with, I mean, this is a pretty straight. It's got a chunk out the middle, which I don't like. It's got a crack over here, which I don't like. So that was just made by chopping off the sides of it more and more until I produced something that was relatively flat. And now I'm just going to clean it up a little bit more. Your ash is going to fall down from the top down, and it's going to cool once it gets down to the bottom. So if you have it super thick, you know, by the time it gets down to the bottom, you're not going to be able to heat it. So what you're doing is building up an ember bed.
No, I didn't watch it yet.
Then you heat up the ember bed to light it into flame, and it has to reach a certain temperature for that to happen. So if you have a very, very, very thick one, it's not going to reach all the way down to the bottom, and it's not going to heat up, or it's just going to take a lot longer. So you're going to be making a nice bed of a bed of coals down the bottom, or ember, or dust, and then eventually you're going to heat it up. So thickness matters, but thicker is better.
I hate camping. I wouldn't even want to get paid to go camping.
It's going to sit nice and flat on the bottom here. Okay, next step, we need to get ourselves a bow, and we need to get a wet bearing block. So the bow part can be made out of anything.
How do we send the videos on Discord?
I used cedar again here.
Or you can donate them if you like it.
The bows.
Or you can send it on Discord.
Anyway, which is what you want. I just had one little piece of string in my bag, which I always keep just in case. It might be too short.
Yeah, it looks pretty short.
You know, you think it's nice and loose, and that's good. Or loose is bad because, you know, you want it to be tight. But the problem is,
you put it in and you twist it.
Thick spindle in there.
Yeah, and then you twist it like that.
And
yep.
So the issue is now it's super tight. And super tight's a blessing and a curse, because, well, it's nice and tight and it won't slip when you're drilling. You hear it pop in there. It's actually not too bad. See, this is a massive spindle. I'm not sure if I want it that thick, so having it thick,
I didn't use this method for the fire skit.
I can whittle it down a little bit more, and that's going to loosen the. You can hear how taut that is. It's a little bit too taut. And what it's going to do is it's going to bind in here, but it's also going to want to smooth this part out here, because it's pulling so tight on that string is going to basically make it smooth, and then it's going to slip even more. So while you think it's good and tight at the start, and that's a good thing, it ends up being a bad thing in the long run. So I think I'm going to shave this down a little bit, because the rope, you can see it's at the end here and at the end there, and that's all I have to work with. So I'm going to modify this instead, and you can see how tall it is. It's probably about 1.5 feet tall, and people, you know, ordinary people will do it about, you know, 10 inches. But if you fail in 10 inches, you're done. You're through. So we need to be a lot longer than that. Not a lot longer, but we get multiple tries with this. Remember. Okay, so let's take a little bit of thickness off that, and we'll get our bearing block next. So laying logs down like this is not absolutely necessary, but if we only got one shot at a fire, it's going to keep us up off the ground, and it's going to make sure that our fire doesn't get put out by the moisture that's on the ground. We make a nice little base here, fill in the gaps.
DM it directly to me.
Birch bark's my absolute favorite fire starter. You know, you can't have enough of it. If you find a tree with birch bark shedding like this, just take it. Take it all. Especially if you're in a crisis. This stuff lights up, burns really well. So I'm going to use this as part of my bird's nest. And I'm also going to grab some dry grass, which I know is back that way. So lots and lots of birch bark. And people are pretty meticulous about the bird's nest having to be really dry. But if you get just a little touch of a flame and then you put it on this,
I'm here, Ernest.
Transfer it over, you got a fire, buddy. So this is behind me here. It's dry grass. It's another perfect tinder. It's part of a good tinder bundle. I would personally mix a lot of the dry grass, birch bark, and cedar bark all together in a bird's nest. They all form a different function. The cedar smolders really well. The birch bark produces a flame and holds it. And the grass is a flash tinder, similar to cattail. It'll take a flame, but it'll produce it really fast and it'll go out right away. So let's get some grass here.
Oh wow. Listen to how dry that is.
Okay, so we're getting close. We're not there yet. I have a bag of tinder. I carry this with me. It's just a little satchel. I have cedar bark in here, which is so dry it makes a powder.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you don't want to breathe that in. So that's gonna be part of my base.
So longest time I spent on a game without getting up? I don't know. Without getting up. Pretty average, I don't know, 5-6 hours maybe?
You can see, after you get your fibers, you can strip this off a tree. I found this off a dead tree. It was almost in this condition. But you can see how the fibers are all exposed. It's exactly what you want.
Thanks, Tyler.
Exposed fibers. If it's a, let's see, you know, if it's bark form like that, it won't catch, the fibers aren't exposed enough to catch the heat, and then it won't ignite. So small pieces, you do that in your spare time by the fire, you knead it all out, and then when you need it, you have it. Your cedar or your birch bark here, I'm gonna grab some, same thing as a full piece of bark, it won't work. So it won't work well. It will work, but it won't work well. You want that all broken up. Break it down into those little fibers like that. And you put that into your bird's nest. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the grass over here. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna break up all pieces into the fibers, which is a lot more work than you would expect. But you get the idea. So you got to break it into the smallest possible fibers you can imagine. The individual little pieces. So that's your bird nest. So we got 3 things in our bird nest. We've got cedar base. We're going to put the grass underneath it. And we're going to put our birch bark in the middle because we want the birch bark to carry the flame. And then once we get it lit, we can turn it over. We'll get a flash burn from here. And then we'll transfer that to the birch bark, and then we'll transfer that to our fire. Fire has to be ready, so we've got kindling here that I've grabbed from
Shut up, Eric.
Okay, they are the ones up in the trees that stay dry all the time. The lower branches are bone dry. Camera there. Smaller the better. These tiny twigs are perfect for starting. And then you want to switch over to something bigger. I have cut some cedar up. And I would also recommend getting some hardwood. So you switch over from tinder bundle, twig, softwood, and then hardwood. And then you have a fire. And then you want to burn it up. and let it drop back down, and then you're ready for cooking. We have a top board here. I actually found it in my backpack. So instead of cutting another live tree, I'm going to use the existing one that I have. Nothing special about it, just a piece of live tree, live edge, and a little bit green. You can wet the inside. There's various tips, but I find it doesn't really work. Anyway, you're still going to get friction and you're still going to get heat at the top. So what we're going to do is make a little divot here where we want the hole to start. Now the trick is on this is we don't want it to be too close to the edge. We want it to be far enough away so that we won't fall out. We're in enough. This may be too close actually. We maybe want to come back a little bit more because we don't want the spindle here to fall off the edge. So it's a little bit high for me. I would like it to be below my knee, but I think we can make do. We'll see. So you can see I've got my forearm. This is different from ordinary. Most people recommend that you lock in below your knee. But having this means that I barely have to do any work at all. In fact, I'm barely leaning on it. Now, trick is it's a combination of downward force and speed. So your downward force.
See, I feel like this wouldn't be that hard to do. If you had like if I was there and he was like, "Here, Keith, go ahead, do it." I feel like I'd be able to do it because all you're doing is literally like, you know what I mean?
Takes friction. When you get sufficient amount of friction, it'll produce heat, and the heat will produce what you want, which is fire. So you'll notice, I want you to pay attention, there's going to be a change from a squeaky, kind of dry, to very, very dry binding. So the binding means you're starting to produce what you want, which is the heat. It's not there yet. You can hear the sound changing.
See, look at that. See how fast that was? See how easy that is?
Good friction going on.
If I was there and he did all the hard work and set everything up, I could easily do that.
The heat, lots of smoke. We want to burn in a little bit more.
See, look at that. Look at how quick that was.
Have a groove. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We are going to draw a triangle. We're going to do it just with the blade, not going through. A triangle toward the center, like a pie. Pie shape toward the middle. And we only want to go in a little bit into the center, because if we go too far, it'll blow out. And if it blows out, then our spindle is going to go all over the place. There we go. There's our notch. You can see it goes just inside the hole a little bit. And this is going to get bigger and fatter as we drill down. But we've hollowed out, I've also hollowed out a notch at the bottom, so it's kind of V-shaped along the bottom as well. So V-shaped this way, V-shaped that way. And that's so that there's a little bit of a place for that ember to accumulate and still get some oxygen. So that's my hole. If you go, like I say, if you go too far in, you're going to blow out and you're going to lose your spindle. It's going to pop out and you're going to lose it. And if you don't go far enough, then that dust doesn't have anywhere to accumulate down here in the bottom. Everything has to be ready. The bird's nest has to be ready. The fire has to be ready. I've got some backup tinder over here with the dry grass. I've got a pile of logs over here. My plan is once I get it, I'm going to let it sit.
Ashley!
And we have some time to wait.
What's up, mamas?
Then we're going to transfer it over, blow it into flame, chuck it in here, get the birch bark on, throw this on.
Keith is so jealous right now. I'm not jealous. I could do it.
That squeaks bad. It's gonna switch. Okay, we're riding up a little bit, which we don't want. Okay, I don't like where I'm at. I'm making good dust. It's working fine. I just don't like that it's riding up. It's very close, but it's not there. Okay. I'm not going to get rid of the dust. That dust is really good dust. We're going to use it. So this is going to be it, I think, here. And we don't want to do anything here right now. We just want to leave it. Let it smolder a bit. Now, if we move it too fast, it's going to fall apart. The fire right now is helping to bind it together. So we just want to leave it here for now, and we're gonna we don't want it to break apart. So we have to be careful with the clump here. Bring it over and you have a look.
Uh-huh. I see, I see.
Smoking. We have a lot of time now. We don't have to worry about anything. Things don't have to be done quickly now. So what we want to do is, because it's kind of stuck in there, we need to get it out without it breaking apart. So we want to give it a little bit more oxygen now.
Oh!
We lost it there.
I see. I see what happened.
Is still good. Oh, and I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay. It's stuck to the bottom. Now we gotta salvage it.
I see what happened there. It like built up like, okay, I see. That's cool. This is the fucking gangster. Gangsta ass motherfucker.
Okay. Now it's a little bit more precarious. Which you don't like. Don't like that too much. Okay.
Oh, there you go. And then you close it and then blow into it.
Ooh, that's hot.
There you go. Yeah, look at that. Wow. I could do that. I could do that. And by the way, snow doesn't make things wet until it melts. Snow is frozen water.
actually think there's a bit of meat left on this I can still eat.
This just in.
Let's cook it. Find out if it's still edible. Yep.
Lucas. Breaking news.
How does that look? It's a little burnt.
He's like he was above 90 today. True.
Here's some juicy bits.
This dude found partially eaten deer bones on the floor from other, like, what the hell?
Pretty juicy. A little pink on the inside. There's a kneecap. And some good fat around that joint. You can see all the fat here. There's another chunk. There's nothing wrong with this meat. It's hard for an animal to pick this off because they don't have a knife, obviously. So you see I got more than a couple mouthfuls off here. I can keep picking at it. But the next step here is what I want to do is I want to get the marrow out. So I'm going to heat it up a little bit more to make sure that the marrow is nice and cooked. And then I'm going to take the axe and I'm going to cut off this end and this end.
Think about what this does to your insides, though, you know? Like, yeah, it's obviously edible, like, it's safe to eat. But, like, think about your intestines and, like, think about the smell of this dude's shit from eating bone marrow. And like, you know what I mean? Or no?
I try to hopefully get the marrow out that way. Another good way to get the marrow out is simply by boiling it. Cutting the both ends off before boiling it, dropping it in, and then that marrow will all come out. Make a nice broth. But we're going to do this caveman style, as if we don't have any tools. Although we do have tools. And I'm not going to smash it open with a rock because it just makes a mess. But that's exactly how primitive people would have done it. This meat's good. Here's a couple mouthfuls off here. More to come if I wanted. Get this back on the fire.
Good reason to wipe front to back. Oh, shut up.
Here, I chopped open with the axe. You can see the marrow inside here. It's like a fatty mess.
Ew!
You can eat it raw. Primitive tribes would do that, eat it raw.
Well, yeah, it's red meat. It's red meat. You can eat the whole thing raw.
But it's frozen. So it's another reason why animals can't use it. So this is going to have to go on the fire.
Well, making like a soup with it or a stew is like different. Like, yeah. But eating it like he just did, like, what the hell?
I'm concerned now that I opened it up, it's going to leak out. I do have a pot here, but I don't think it's going to fit in the pot. So we'll take our risks here, and we'll hope it doesn't all leak out. Yeah, there's a bunch more in here. Interesting stuff. Good stuff. History of humans, man. This is exactly how we started ruling the planet. Making use of everything, not just muscle, but also the marrow, the brain, everything, the eyes. We ate everything, and we could do it very easily because we had the tools to do it and the intelligence to do it.
You know that there's a direct link in human evolution once we discovered fire to be able to like cook meat and eat meat in mass production, like mass amounts, where our evolution like spiked and like people got stronger, bigger, smarter, faster. You know what I mean? There's a direct correlation. Which is why vegetarians and vegans are fucking stupid, fucking sub-primitive Neanderthal idiot retards. There, I said it.
Big brains need either a big digestive system or a lot of fat. And we switched from eating lots of food in volume to eating more calorie-dense foods. So we traded in our big digestive system for a big brain, and then we used our big brain to get at these things here that were not very easy to come by. Bone marrow. Key part.
Meat is also a direct cause of cancer. You know why? Because the overproduction of enzymes in your body. Because of it. Right? But if you eat it, if you don't eat it in mass amounts and you eat it, you know, maybe like 3-4 times a week, you know what I mean? Or like one meal a day, put some protein in, you know what I mean? Like, that's why.
Bone marrow and brains.
You're just saying the most obvious things today. The reason why he was able to cook and eat these bones that he found on the ground is because they were in snow and it was cold enough to stop any bacteria from growing on them, by the way. You do realize what you're saying is common knowledge? Yes. Do wild animals that eat meat get cancer? Absolutely. My dad's a butcher. I'm pretty sure he could tell us stories about how he's found he's had meat come in that have cancers on them and have growths on them that he just cuts around and then just sells the meat.
Ooh, that's hot.
I can almost guarantee you.
Oh, I got my straw bed. It's kind of awkward looking, doesn't it look? My legs all weird out like that.
But you can't. Cancer's not contagious. Like you can't eat cancer and then get cancer. You know what I mean? Like you can't eat like if a cow has cancer and like you cook the meat and it has like the cancer in it and you eat the cancer, you can't transfer cancer like that.
Okay. It's kind of the only way to fit the frame. We got a bunch of raw leg bones over here too. Okay. Let's get rid of the raw ones.
When you breathe, oxygen gets to your brain and you can think. And oxygen turns into red blood cells and it helps carry other things in your body, other nutrients from place to place. So when you're eating and you're drinking and you're breathing, it's all harmonic. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Alright. So,
that was good.
Here we go. There's our bone. I'm going to get my gloves so dirty and gross. You know, early humans discovered this totally by accident. You know, they probably would have thrown their waste on the fire and then, you know, kids being kids would have taken rocks and smashed them up and then some goo would have came out and the kids would have been like, what's that? Kids always put...
Sometimes when you eat food, you get lightheaded for about 10 minutes after because all the blood is rushing to your stomach to help digest and create the acids that digest the food, but then eventually the energy gets redistributed and you don't have a headache. No, just kidding.
Stuff in their mouth. And so there you go.
What's up? What do you got?
Jeff Gray tipped $3.33. Water is wet.
Water is not wet until it touches a surface that is dry, thus transferring the water molecules, making it a wet adhesive thing. Thank you for that. Thank you, chat.
Oh.
My mic is low. No, it's not. It's peaking.
Something like that. And the kids...
When somebody goes into water, they're not wet until they come out of the water where they're supposed to be dry, but they are no longer dry because they were in the water to begin with.
Kids would have been like, oh, it's good, and they would have went back to it and ate more. Or, you know...
What is water? Water is H2O molecules. It is 2 hydrogen to 1 oxygen.
Else figured it out first, who knows. People complain I'm not sanitary. You're not very sanitary. So... It's the bush, man. This is the only time you get not to be sanitary.
What is air? Air is O2. 2 oxygen molecules makes I don't know.
So we're going to get lots of shards of bone in here, but... I guess we'll deal with that later.
I found your new Omega skit, science skit. You talk like that the whole time. Should I do that? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll put a science background, and I'll look for like a white shirt or something, or a coat. Yes, please. All right, we'll do it tomorrow. I promise. We'll do it tomorrow.
Nice creamy mess on the inside.
Oh my God! Oh, if he sucks that out,
Yeah, bone's hollow.
I'm gonna come.
And it's got lots of juicy flavor in there. Let's give it a go. Can anybody guess what it's gonna taste like?
Oh my god, shit!
Shards of bone.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Mm.
Oh my god! Yeah, Oma, aren't you the dude who defended Drago Nova? No. I actually blocked Drago Nova and unfollowed him. Just so you know. Because, I'll tell you the truth now that you're here. I told this to Daze Woozy as well. He lied to me about the entire situation, right? I didn't know the details until after everything, like, broke, right? I didn't know that he, like, jerked off in front of her and all that other stuff. He said that he was just in Discord and they were, like, rallying him on to, like, pull his dick out. And he said he just showed him his dick and then, like, put it away type shit. But nah, Drago's, he's deaded completely. He's deaded completely. He's deaded completely.
Whoa.
But how are you, Oma? Welcome. Or I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, no. I completely deaded him and unfollowed him and blocked him on Discord and all that shit. Left his Discord and everything. Yeah, no, he's gone. He's gone. And he also said she was 16 to me, not 13. I'm good. Just wanted to pull up and ask. Yeah, no. No. He's an irrelevancy in the past. The way you put the stick in the bone.
That's like butter.
The way you put the stick in the bone, I should call her. No shot. He deleted his Discord. Good.
Oh, right.
He deleted everything. Yeah, I would hope so.
It's coating the top of my mouth. Well, people have said that about venison. We don't like to eat the venison fat because it coats the mouth.
This man's whack. If I saw him squatting in the woods eating a dead animal carcass, I don't know how to feel. I mean, this dude has 1.4 million subscribers, and this video alone has 5 million views. So I'd imagine this weirdo's a millionaire.
Once it gets in my mouth, to immediately harden. Once it goes in, it's very oily, and then it sticks on your mouth, right on your palate. It's very, 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 very rich.
Yeah, I'll play your donut in a second.
Getting full. Like I've only eaten, a tablespoon, but I actually feel energy coming back already. I feel full, which is surprising. I was doing all this work. I was quite hungry. That's a meal right there. Get yourself a little scrambling stick.
That's a meal right there. That's a fucking. All right, let's see what you got.
There are 3 tiers of men, and to test this theory, before starting the video, I want you to play this quick game. One by one, male faces are going to appear on the screen here, and you have to decide which category of attractiveness they fall into, either sub 5, normie, or Chad. There'll be 15 faces in total. So let's start. 1, 2, 3.
Normie, yeah, okay.
4.
Sub 5 for sure.
5.
Sub 5 for sure.
6.
Chad probably. Yeah, okay.
7.
Normie.
8.
Normie.
9.
Chad, obviously.
10.
Sub 5.
11.
Sub 5. Yeah.
12.
Normie.
13.
Chad, obviously.
14.
Normie.
And 15.
Probably Chad, I guess, because of the jawline, yeah.
So, did you get all of them right? I could have carried on doing that all day. I think when the categories are broken down as simple as this, it all...
What about me? Where do I go? Where does Keith go? Chad? Cool, thanks.
Did you get all of them right?
Of course!
I could have carried on doing that all day. I think when the categories are broken down as simple as this, it all just becomes so obvious. And this doesn't just apply to men, because here are the categories for women as well. Again, fairly clean cut. Anyway, I'm going to
This girl's kind of pretty, I guess. She's kind of pretty as well. Get the fuck out of here. See, like, this is the type of... Like, look. This girl right here. This girl right here. This is the type of girls that be liking me and fucking matching with me on Tinder and shit like that. Like, look at me. And look at you. You kidding me? Fucking think you're doing liking me and they're like I'm not gonna instantly unmatch from you or block you. Like I'm an Alpha Sigma. And you're a fucking Zeta Beta looking ass bitch. Like, get out of my face.
explain the main content of the video.
Almost equal. You're banned. You're banned. You're done. You're done.
Which is...
So you match with them? Yeah, but I just be swiping with everything. And then like look. Like look at this girl, right? She sent me hard eyes, right? She sent me heart eyes, look. She sent me hard eyes, right? Right? I didn't say anything. I didn't unmatch with her. I mean, nah. Let's pick somebody else. See, I already unmatched from most of the really ugly girls that match with me. Dude, like, what is that? What is that? I ain't trying to talk to you. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Sorry. I was in a loop.
Down exactly how I believe each distinct group interacts with all of the others within the dating market. And I do want to warn you, there will be a lot of generalizations being made here. So before you think of any criticisms, at least see through these next 2 minutes so I can completely get my points across. Anyway, my first analysis is 1. The guys at the top of the pyramid, the so-called Chads, they have complete control over the whole of the top tier and mid-tier women. A lot of these guys aren't settling down as they have an abundance of both one-night stand options and friends with benefits coming from these two tiers. I also want to point out that most of these options are sourced from online dating.
No copium. I just bought a bottle of hopium. I hope it makes the girls stay away from you, Keith. True. No, so I could show you guys the other pictures, but I kind of can't because like they're like really like provocative like pictures. But like she's taking pictures like she's a fucking Victoria's Secret model.
If you haven't realised by now, it is these top 10 to 15% guys who are hoarding all the matches on Tinder. 2. For the women in these two tiers, especially the mid-tier, in return for what they're giving out, they are demanding relationships and commitment from these top tier guys. However, the majority of these men are choosing not to cooperate as they don't want to settle with anyone below their level.
If I gained like 40 more pounds, I'd actually look like this guy on the top left. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I look like the guy in the top left. All day.
A minor caveat to this though is a fair amount of the top tier guys are happy and okay with getting in a long-term relationship with the highest value women. 4. The women in the middle's unremitting desire to lock down a Chad has a knock-on effect for the mid-tier average normie guy.
What does this sub 5 even stand for?
Because in order for a woman in the middle to maintain her availability, it means she has to temporarily friend zone any non-Chad guys that approach her. Which again, if you haven't realised by now, friend zoning is effectively the woman wanting to keep you in the
5 out of the 10. Oh, well, 5 out of 10. Okay.
background as an orbiter in case she starts running out of time and thinks she may miss out on her plans of wanting to start a family. In which case, she can simply pluck you from orbit whenever she feels necessary.
Beta orbiters, okay.
5. In the meantime, these normie tier men become desperate for the women who are rejecting them on their level, end up settling for the friend zone, for which they then become a source of emotional support, favours, and basically a shoulder to cry on. 6. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, market force, both normies and sub 5 guys ferociously simp over the top tier women.
Amaranth, Indie Fox, who are extremely ugly, but...
And in return, these women give a grand total of nothing back. Because
True.
after all, that is the very definition of simping.
True.
A man mindlessly wasting his energy and resources on a woman for absolutely nothing in return that will benefit him. 7. A surprisingly large number of the normie tier guys.
I'd actually probably put this guy right here. This guy right here. He'd probably. I'd rather. I could see this guy being in the Chad category. He's a pretty good-looking guy. He's probably in his early 30s. You know what I mean? Works at a pharmaceutical company. Probably as a rep for hospitals. You know, goes around like, oh, we got this new product. Here's some samples. Let me know if you know what I mean. Like that. You know what I mean? Or no? Like I could just see that being that guy. This kid works at a warehouse. This dude probably doesn't work at all. This guy works at a fucking T-Mobile. And this guy probably works at a restaurant of some sort. Probably as a waiter. You know what I mean? This guy probably doesn't work. That guy probably doesn't work. This guy probably doesn't work. This dude looks like a correctional officer. This guy looks like a correctional officer. She probably works at like an old person's home. You know what I mean? She's probably a dog groomer. You know what I mean? She probably cleans dogs. She probably works at a doctor's office in the front answering phones. She doesn't work. She is not working anywhere. She probably works... where does she work? She probably works a generic job. You know, a couple dollars over minimum wage. Maybe as a medical assistant or something like that. She probably is a dog walker for rich people in the city. I don't know what she does. She looks like she fights people or bites them or both. She looks like she... I don't know. I don't know what she does. All these girls look like they don't do shit for money because they're barely over... You know, this girl right here is pretty good looking. This girl right here is pretty good looking. This girl is actually, like, ugly to me. And that girl's pretty ugly to me.
Pure desperation lower themselves to trying with the women at the very bottom for one-night stands and casual intimacy. And the only reason they do this is because they've ruthlessly tried everywhere else and got no results. 8. These low-tier women in response become resentful of average guys for not wanting to commit to them. 9. I find this...
This girl's not that... This is just a weird picture of what she's doing with her mouth. I don't think this girl's ugly at all. What do you guys think? This girl on the top on the left-hand side? I'd even switch her for this girl right here. I don't know why this girl's in the middle. This girl is definitely better looking than this girl. All day, actually. Right? This girl's not... She's just got like a weird... She's got like a weird, like lip thing going on, you know? She's a 3? Yeah, but she's not... She's better looking than this girl. All day. I'd switch these two, no problem. No problemo. And I'd even put this girl for this girl. I think this girl is very pretty.
This one, the most...
They're all ugly, to be honest? Okay, Flim Flam. Relax, bud.
Yes. Women of all levels give the same treatment...
Maybe her lips are stuck like that? I doubt it.
sub-5 men, which is emotional reactions of disgust, pity, and abhorrence if any of these guys interact with their lives in any way, shape, or form. It's gone as far as where sub-5 men don't even...
This kind of looks like a pissed off Mr. Pushy as well. You guys ever seen Mr. Pushy? This looks like a mad Mr. Pushy.
Get the luxury.
The top row, bitch, all the way on the right is my type of vibe. She already looks half dead to me. Yeah, this girl definitely drinks fucking Georgie vodka straight out of the bottle all day.
Friend zoned. Sub-5s are being outcast altogether. And finally, 10. The only alternative for these bottom tier guys, which again is...
Yeah, it looks like a fatter, pissed off Mr. Pushy. But you know what I mean? They got like the same like, you know what I mean though, or no? Long hair as well.
Tiers of women.
No, it does it. Yes, it does.
Boxing to try grab hold of whatever they can get. For these guys, it's either that, moving abroad, having a miracle looks transformation, or living in a basement forever playing video games all day. Anyway.
What? Say that again, please.
Tiers of women is pathetically beta boxing to try grab hold of whatever they can get. For these guys, it's either that, moving abroad, having a miracle...
What is a beta box? Like being rich?
Miracle looks transformation, or living in a basement forever playing video games all day. Anyway, this is my breakdown of what I believe to be how each group interacts with one another within the dating market. If you think I've left anything out or you have any disagreements, now is a good time to leave a comment with your thoughts before I move on to the next part of the video. Now moving on to answering the actual video title, which is how to know which category you fall into, sub-5, normie, or Chad. Well, besides looking in the mirror, in my opinion, the #1 way to tell which category you are in is how women react and respond to your behaviour and presence. When you was at school, if you were the guy that every girl gossiped about, that all the girls had a crush on, you were a Chad.
Well, they didn't have crushes on me, but everybody in my school talked about me. I was the drug addict running around stealing everything out of their parents' cars. You know what I mean? So like half Chad?
You were the guy who was also gossiped about by girls, but for the wrong reasons, for being a creep or a weirdo, you were probably a sub-5.
Oh, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Or just really socially inept. Anyway, for the guys on either extreme, the treatment they receive is easy to evaluate. But how about normies? At first, the answer may seem a little hard to identify, but I think I have a clean-cut answer to determine exactly if you're a normie. And again, it's based on how a group of girls will react to you. You will know you're a normie if out of a small group of girls, there'll be maybe one at...
This girl is very pretty. Nice jawline, glasses, a little too big. Hair could be a little longer as well, but this girl has a very pretty face. This girl has a very pretty face as well. This girl kind of looks like a young Sarah Jessica Parker, so I'm just going to leave that alone, but yeah.
Most two that find you attractive. Meanwhile, all of the others will have a complete lack of interest towards you. How about some examples? Well, I've seen this play out in real life countless times. Whenever I hear girls argue about whether a guy is attractive or not, the guy in question is nearly always just some mid to high tier normie, and he'll usually have some niche quality about him that sets him apart from other plain basic normies. This might be curly hair, a slightly geeky appearance, or a gym obsession. And maybe I'll elaborate on this point about niche markets in a future video, because I myself have red hair, so I've actually found to be at the centre of these debates of attractiveness that groups of girls have. Anyway, going back to the main point, this normie treatment contrasts the other two tiers, because for any guy who is a Chad, there is no argument to be made. The consensus among any group of girls will be unanimous, in which they all agree the Chad is highly attractive. Actually, you might get one bitter girl who starts coping and deludes herself into thinking she doesn't like him, but in reality, we all know she'll only say this because she knows herself the guy is well out of her reach. Meanwhile, for the guy on the opposite end, the sub-5, again, all the girls will be in agreement. they will all collectively agree that he's creepy and undateable. 1.
Am I creepy and undateable? But like, look at this. I got picture proof that even as a kid I was a Chad. All right, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me.
It's more, no arguments to be made. Therefore, the unique situation of differing opinions only occurs for the guys in the middle. They are in the most flexible zone in terms of their perceived attraction.
I'm a normie. I am a normie.
There's significantly more subjectivity at play for the guys in the middle than either of the guys at the very top or bottom. Some girls will find a given normie date-worthy, other girls won't. And for this reason, this is exactly why I see so many normies out there that are completely clueless about where they actually stand and their true attractiveness. Half the time they get blinded by their own confirmation bias that because 1 or 2 girls over the course of a year has found them attractive, they then delude themselves into thinking they're an alpha male. Meanwhile, the other half of the time they realise at best they get 2 to 3 matches a week on Tinder, none of whom even respond to his opening message, and then the guy concludes he's unattractive. When in reality, in simple words as possible, it should be obvious you're a normie if few women, very few women, say 2 to 5%, find you attractive enough to consider dating. So for me, I know I'm a normie. I've never tried to deny it or say otherwise. I know most girls won't date me. They just don't find me that attractive. But I also know there will always be a small minority of girls out there who finds me attractive.
True, kind of true, pretty true. Pretty true.
And in my experience, whenever I focused on those girls, the process has always been so smooth, so easy, no headaches, and I've almost never found myself in a position where I'm having to read signals or overanalyze texts. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to check out part 1 and check out my Fiverr page where I offer face ratings. Links to both will be in the description.
Wait, what? $5? 3 days? $5? Hell no! Suck my asshole! What the frick? Little Red Heidi Hood? Now this girl's hot as hell. Do you have any videos to watch? Oh yeah. I don't know if this is So wait. Let me go to Jubilee because I know Jubilee is Jubilee's not copyright. That they have, I don't know if they were copyright or not, but I think they have No, you're good. You're good. I just don't know if it is, so I don't want to get taken down. Is it time to get over slavery? Black liberals versus black conservatives. We'll stay away from that. We'll stay away from that if that's okay. Do all women think the same? Absolutely. Anti-porn. Should you watch porn? Let me see if they have matching the jobs though. No, they don't have any jobs. We could try that other one. If it's copyright, I'll be able to take it down right away. Oh!
Anonymous tipped $6.90. Time to submit that face, baby boy.
You want me to submit my face? Okay. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. I can do it. I don't want to, but I will. Okay, so I gotta do it off screen. I'll do it. If you want to pay for it, I'll do it. I'll do it. Three-day delivery. Oh, it costs $10. PayPal. $7. That wasn't Complex. That gave me the money for it, by the way.
Anonymous tipped $4. 6 plus 4 equals 10.
Wait, Fuck, I already bought the regular one. It's alright. Oh wait, the monthly is out? Oh, the monthly just came out. Nice. Alright, I got 3 to 10 photos for the most accurate analysis. Okay, so I gotta take pictures now. Fuck. You know what? I got $15 from 11K wagered. Yikes. Mic is quiet? Is it actually? No, there's no shot. It's literally peaking. Look. It's literally peaking red when I talk. There's no shot it's low. There's no shot it's low. It's loud? Yeah, it should be loud. Alright, I'll take the pictures on my phone, and then I'll save them in a draft email, and then I'll do it like that. Okay. Hold the phone like a teenage girl. Oh, shut up! Shut up! I didn't do any of that. What are you talking about? Is there any life on Mars? Hold on a second. Wait, what? An error occurred when delivering the message. Give me 1 second, guys. Doing it now, doing it now. Okay, wait, let me just claim my monthly real quick. See how much it was, and then I'm going to withdraw it directly to my bank account. $175. Nice. I'm gonna withdraw that directly to my bank account because fuck you, suck me off. I need that. It pays for child support. You know what I'm saying? Easy money. Alright, it's being weird. It's not letting me take it out. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not gambling it. It can suck my dick. It could sit in there for 3 days for all I care. Alright, so let me, oh wait, oops. Okay, got it right here. I am ugly as fuck! Do I have to save them all individually? Ugh. What? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, boom. Okay. 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 Alright, so I did it. Look. Look. I did it. So it should be delivered in the next couple days. So, be ready for that.
Are you talking to me, bro? Stop.
I can't imagine a dumber way to be. Do you know why you're here? I'm doing some sort of guessing.
You're gonna match jobs first.
Okay. Am I gonna have like a list to choose from?
I'm gonna give you a little.
Oh. Really?
Let's get you guys to go ahead and walk out there.
Ooh. Wow, porn producer? Bounty hunter? Horse listener?
Is this real? I didn't. Some of these jobs I didn't know were real jobs.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Do you want to come up first?
Nice to meet you.
Great meeting you.
It's a good handshake.
Thank you.
Do you shake a lot of hands at work?
I do.
Give me one more good one. Okay.
Can I touch you?
You should. Yeah, you should.
Okay. Do you feel okay?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Wait, let me see your fingers. No, you can't be the firefighter.
I really just want to get rid of tarot reader. I don't know what that is.
You know, like the psychics.
How do you feel about God?
He's a cool guy.
Can you sing like a gospel thing? I'll give you a beat. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't sing. I don't.
Okay.
I'm going with pastor. I feel good about pastor.
Because you failed all the tests, I think you're a software engineer.
Oh man, so this is literally just what you're labeled as forever now.
I know, man.
Okay, next. Oh, you're definitely a horse listener because you look like you're from nature.
Maybe she might be the porn producer.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. It's just like, it's versus what I would have thought, you know, like a heavier set guy who breathes heavy, like.
I guess. I guess.
What I do.
I want you to do a little motion of like brushing a horse. Okay. Okay. Not very good.
Have you ever ridden a horse before? You're a horse listener for sure. We'll go with ER nurse.
She's probably the firefighter, isn't she? Probably.
Do you work with a lot of people?
Yes.
Do you like people?
Some.
Do you know CPR?
I am certified in CPR. What's your favorite porn genre? Anime.
Yeah! Anime!
Right on!
I feel like maybe you're a porn producer. This is the trick.
This is the porn producer. Right? So, okay. So what do we got? Software engineer, horse listener, tarot reader. What were the... What were the jobs?
This is the trick.
What's your favorite book?
I like to read reference, so like studying new topics.
You're hard. I think that's a good one. Okay, she's definitely a porn producer.
Can I go with software engineer? I'm gonna go tarot reader. I still barely know what it is. I'm gonna go tarot reader for sure.
Ooh.
Tranny.
Okay. Teach me your ways with makeup. Oh my god.
You smell neutral. I smell nothing.
Because you have good style, I would say you're a bartender.
I think I want to go with ER nurse.
How come?
Because everything else is like, it would kind of make sense. I think that's like the most thing that I wouldn't expect. You're wearing lots of crystals. I'm gonna go with tarot reader.
Deal.
Hello, fellow Asian.
What's your favorite porn genre?
I don't watch porn, but I have seen Two Girls and One Cup, and that was.
Oh my god, I don't know. I was sorry.
Okay, so you got bartender, bounty hunter, horse listener, tarot card reader, porn producer, pastor, firefighter, software engineer, ER nurse.
I had a question whether or not you're the pastor, and now I'm like, no!
Do you have long hours?
Well, this is the bartender. Obviously, I changed. This is the bartender, 100% bartender. This is the bounty hunter. This is either the tarot card reader. Yeah, no, tarot card reader. So bartender, bounty hunter, tarot card reader. Probably the horse listener because it's just a weird dude. Not gonna lie. She's probably the horse listener because what the fuck does that even mean? He probably is the software engineer, so I'm gonna leave that at that. And then she was firefighter, maybe. And then he was pastor. I like the black guy for pastor. Right? Because don't pastors have to be black? Isn't that like... Aren't pastors black? Or am I wrong? I thought like being a pastor was like in a black church. Actually. Not that you have to be black, but it was in like a black church. They were called pastors. And then in white churches, they're like... oh, here, I'll turn it down a little bit. They were like... ministers, right? Am I wrong? Pastors and ministers and rainbows and something and something and something.
Are you tired? Constantly? Definitely ER nurse.
You got riding boots, gorgeous ombre, Wendy the horse whisperer, listener.
Hello. Hello. You seem very friendly.
Friendly.
You got like that badass, like Denzel's like brother kind of thing going on.
Can you drop and give me 5? Okay, can I sit on you? Let's go.
Ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
Pretend like you're trying to bounty hunt me and like I'm trying to run away. Try to get me.
No, I'm still going with Bounty Hunter. You got that colorful collection.
Now, this guy, this is, I don't know, the bartender, she's literally dressed as a bartender right now. But I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if, I feel like this is the Bounty Hunter right here, this guy. Or the horse listener. What the hell is a horse listener? But yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. Horse listener, weirdo, I don't know.
I'm gonna go firefighter.
So doing push-ups with somebody on my back makes me a firefighter.
Look, it's not a perfect science. Look.
Congrats. Yeah. I hope you like your job.
How you look intimidating.
Thank you. I forgot what that's called.
It's bolo.
Does that mean anything?
Yes, Bounty Hunter.
I wish I wouldn't have gave away pastor.
I went to Christian college.
What did you study?
Psychology.
What's the longest shift you've ever worked?
36 hours.
Yeah. Brittany's a firefighter. Do you want to twirl me?
Help! My house is on fire!
Oh yeah, 36 hours? Yeah, she might be the nurse then.
I'm gonna go bartender now.
Hello, I'm Sir Mark.
Hi, Sir Mark.
Uh-huh. I have titles of knighthood in 8 countries.
So like they did the...
Yep.
Huh.
Tell me about your sign and how you feel about the moon.
Titles of knighthood in 8 countries. What the hell does this guy do?
Well, I'm another air sign, Aquarian.
Okay.
And I love the moon.
There's only 2 things left. Bounty hunter and porn producer. You could be both of those, man. You really could. Sir Mark's a total bartender name. I could see you at like cute little like hole in the wall, talking to people about their problems. What does a bounty hunter do?
They get hired out to chase people who have warrants.
Yep, you're a bounty hunter.
You're like really gorgeous.
That highlight is magic.
I thought that was a dude.
Cool, thanks.
Although, like, your hair...
I thought this was a dude, by the way. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I feel like is too long to be a bounty hunter.
I could put it up in a bun.
There's only one thing on the list left, so I'm not sure. It's porn producer. And you know what? I think you could do that.
Do porn producers star in porn too?
How do you feel about vaginas?
I mean, I like mine.
You're stern. You look like you get shit done.
Which one did I say was the porn producer? This one, right? The girl, right? I feel like that's the firefighter, though. But maybe not. 36 hours? That's, I don't know.
I'm gonna say you're the porn producer.
Okay.
Anjali, the porn producer. Would you book me?
I don't feel good.
Why not?
I think I got all of them wrong.
Do you want to make some changes?
Yes.
I can?
Yeah.
You're the bounty hunter, and you're the pastor.
Tarot reader. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna trade you 2. You know what? I want you 2 to switch.
You're the pastor, because you had that whole night situation happening.
Because no one suspects the hot lady to be in like software engineer, because I don't know.
The hot lady? Relax.
Men apparently are the only ones in that industry.
I'm just gonna stop messing with it now.
How many do you think you got ready?
2.
Can we have the folks who she guessed correctly raise your hand?
How many hands went up?
Oh, she's the bounty hunter. I would leave that hospital instantly. And porn producer. Nice, okay. Alright. She was the firefighter. Oh, shit.
What? Get out!
Okay. It's like
Horseless. Of course she likes anime porn. He's a pastor.
Will you just give each other the correct?
It's like An M. Night Shyamalan movie.
He's a tarot card reader, but he's knighted in 6 countries.
We're gonna bring them out one at a time. You'll be able
Oh, okay, because I got a lot of questions.
All right, Mr. Pastor.
What kind of congregation do you?
It's a Christian congregation. Yeah. Awesome.
Will you sing now? I know this song is like.
Eyes of my heart,
I want to see you. I want to see you.
What made you want to be a pastor?
I was in high school and I was just kind of going through like a depression, and the church kind of helped me through that.
Yeah.
And so I figured I want to help kids who are going through the same stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, so a pastor's like a community outreach guy? It's not really like a a church. It's not like a rabbi. It's not like a priest. It's like a youth center type of person. The thing.
Good for you.
When did you decide to be a firefighter?
I've been a firefighter for about 3 years.
You know, it's weird. So for the past like 6 months, I've been thinking about becoming a firefighter because I feel like I could do that, right? So like, I don't drink caffeine. I could stay away for long periods of time without getting tired because I don't drink caffeine or like, you know, high in sugar stuff. I don't drink sodas or anything like that. It just seems like a cool job. You basically just chill at the firehouse for like a day or two. You get to sleep there. You wake up when there's calls, blah, 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 blah. And I was sitting in my car today, right? And I was sitting in my car, I was talking to my kids, and I hang up the phone, and I looked to the side to me, and there's a fire chief's, like, I was thinking about it like yesterday. I could do that? Of course I could be a firefighter. Why could I not be a firefighter? And then the chief of the fire station's car was right next to me. I was like, damn. I was thinking about it today. You run out of breath just from sitting? Listen. Running in and out of a building is different. Like what are you talking about? Listen, I can go to the gym for 6 months and be completely fine and in shape. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Could you slide down the fire pole? I would love to slide down the fire pole.
Like the gender balance where you work.
4% of us are women, and nationwide.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So
Wow.
7 at my department, 7 women, and then about 130 men.
Oh, sounds like a dream come true. Can you do the firefighter?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm wearing heels. Probably just like that.
So you're a horse listener. Do you own your own horses or do you help people or both?
Both.
That makes sense.
But you listen to the horses.
Right. It's less talking to the horse and more listening to the horse to have them tell me why they don't fit into the domestic world.
Did you have to get a degree for that?
I did an 8-year internship with a world-renowned horse whisperer.
What the fuck? Be a doctor! What the hell? Do you hear what this lady just said? She spent 8 years of her life to become a horse listener. What the fuck? Become a fucking dietitian or something. Become a fucking prognosisizer. Do something. Become a diagnostician. Like, what the hell?
Horses are amazing.
They're unicorns.
How much do horse listeners make? Wait, what? Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Spelled horse wrong. 50 to 100 grand a year? No. No. I don't believe that at all. How? 48 grand? What? How? What do they do? Alright, we're gonna watch a video of what a horse listener does.
Hi. So the crystal didn't mean it.
How old are you?
23.
How are you already an ER nurse?
Well, I got a really incredible scholarship to go to school, and otherwise
so
I would never have been able to.
When you go to work, do you wear this?
I don't do full glam, but I'm always.
No, she's not.
Do you deal with any like issues with your queer identity at work?
Yeah, I work in a conservative healthcare system, and it's really hard because patients can be rude.
Even though you're trying to help them, they're trash.
Even though I pay
Not
money
really.
to go to school,
Like everybody
I
else.
just want to help them.
To be fighting that fight in places where it's not easy is so brave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
They're gonna fuck later, guaranteed. Sorry. Wait, what? What? What the fuck? Where the hell did that thought just come from?
Here.
Do you do like game development or?
So we develop indoor mapping software. So it's like Google Maps but indoors.
Can you find people with that? Do you work for the government?
Are there any like roadblocks because of your gender?
Yeah, a little bit, but
She's like painfully Asian. You know what I mean? Like I like Asian girls, but she's very, like this Asian.
you just have to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bartender. That.
You just
Like this is literally like two opposite ends of the spectrum of Asian. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very attractive Asian. No.
have to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bartender. That totally makes sense.
You were like pretty cool, so maybe I should have guessed that.
You ever witness bad Tinder dates?
Every day. Every single day.
Do you enjoy it? Do you
Love it.
I love it too.
It's the best. It's like a chef.
She literally looks like an alien. Like, I don't know if that's racist to say, but she literally looks like one of those gray, big, fat-headed aliens to me. I don't know. I might have just written the cancel check on myself, but
Bottles and you
very ugly.
get to talk shit.
Very ugly.
Exactly.
Bounty Hunter! Well, I got you right. You're the only one I got right.
Have you ever shot anybody?
No.
Do you get to handcuff people on a regular basis?
Yes.
Have you ever been in a high-speed car chase?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, do you wear disguises?
All the time.
Dude, that's so scary because I would never see you coming. Do people cry a lot when you drag them away?
I've never had anybody not cry.
Really?
Yes. Everybody always cries.
Do you know any other female bounty hunters?
I do. I know a lot of really good ones. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your.
That's my wife, Keith, shaking my head. Well, fuck, man, you must be a sub 5 then, because you settled. You settled.
Appreciate it.
This is like a job fair.
Tarot reader, Sir Mark. I should have known with the name.
Wait, you told me earlier that you are like a person of God, and in the Bible it says you're not allowed to like worship anything other than God.
There's no worshiping of the tarot or anything like that. It's just a simple scientific procedure which each of the 78 cards reverberates with a certain energy. I have the clients choose the card, and it's just like a magnet. Do, 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 do.
Interesting.
And it just tells exactly what's going on.
I really want a tarot reading. Like, I really do.
Like, this is, what is this? What type of Asian is this? Is this Filipino Asian, or what? This is probably a mix of, like, Filipino and something, right? Very attractive. Very attractive.
I know, right? Me too.
There's this girl, her name was Candace, that went to school with me, and she was on my cheerleading squad when I was a cheerleader. She was very, 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 very pretty to me. I might actually hit her up. I've been thinking about hitting her up. I was going to hit her up like a month ago. Maybe I'll hit her up. Wait, the fuck? What? No shot, you were a cheerleader? Yeah. Guys, we've talked about this many times. We've talked about this hundreds of times. 1 second, let me see if I can find a picture real quick. We've talked about this hundreds of times. Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, you made it. Yes, you made it. Ugh. Fucking stapler. My dad's backwards. Let me see what I can find here. You guys want to go through the picture album with me? That's my teacher. My mom was very weird. She took a lot of pictures. Right? So this is my bar mitzvah. Right? This was my bar mitzvah. And this is the whole cheerleading squad right here. That's Keto John. That's me. That's my little my cousin. That is my sister right here with her friend. And then this is the whole cheerleading squad right here. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the whole... So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 girls. There was more, I guess. I remember all these girls. I forget this girl's name, but I remember all these girls' names. I'll look some of them up later. See what they're all doing in life, you know? Ugh, fuck. Me on Halloween, you know what I'm saying? Me with Ronald McDonald, yeah. I'm fat. Shut up, didn't ask. Plus you're white and gay and retarded. Look at me. I thought I was like Mr. Cool and Tough. I don't know. I don't remember this at all. Look at my hair. But look at the bird on my shoulder. Fucking gangster. That's pretty much it. Maybe with a paintball gun. That's me getting snipped, you know what I'm saying? Me getting snipped at the bris, you know what I'm saying? Me with my dog Ralph, my little Shih Tzu, he died. My mom took so many pictures of me sleeping. What a weirdo. What a weird lady, not gonna lie. Me, a little gangster boy. Playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the boy, shout out the boy. Building a cup fort, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the boy. What else we got here? We got more. Whoa, baby, we got more. Fucking kindergarten, dude. Fucking kindergarten, dude. That's baseball when I won MVP for having the most home runs on the team during the season. You know what I'm saying? I remember. I'll never forget that, actually. What else we got? I don't remember this ever, actually. I don't remember being this young. Isn't that weird? Anybody else not remember when they were like of normal age, you know? I don't remember that at all. Zero recollection of anything. And then I was obviously the cutest fucking baby you've ever seen in your life. Like, no kissy, no cap. You know what I'm saying? And if you interact, your life is on contract. Caroline, I remember that chick. Remember her first name and her last name. I was that guy. I've been remembered, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember those dogs. That is Zachary, I remember him. My ass itches, leave me alone, shut up. Didn't ask. Yeah, I've already looked through those. You guys don't care. What were you guys even saying that entire time? I don't even know.
Come on down to the door.
I know, right? I need to.
Oh! Yeah, you were like way too hot to be like any.
But I'm not a porn star.
Yeah, but you run the show.
Right. What do you do as a producer? Basically, I make sure that the people that are applying aren't like underage, have any like fraud stuff.
Wait, you can apply to be a porn star?
I do.
Number one
I
channel.
like monitor about 5,000 different live cam sites. So
Wow.
that is our like main.
Do you make good money off of it?
Not as much as the performers, but yeah.
So yeah, is that like
Pay per minute.
pay per minute?
So anywhere from $1.99 a minute to like $14.99 a minute.
How much do you think Timmy could make?
Oh, you can. Yes, you should do it. Let's talk out. I just got a new computer. Oh. What is the kinkiest shit you've produced? I've seen prolapsed assholes, so I've seen like.
Ow!
Oh my god! I said cover your ears, bastard!
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys. Sorry that took so long. How did I not guess anyone except for one person?
What does a horse whisperer do?
And you're watching the weekly show here at CRK Training, where I share riding tips, training advice, and horse care ideas. And today I'd like to talk about this idea of listening to the horse. And the more that we can become better at listening to our horses, this actually...
Renowned horseman Buck Brannaman is on the Cruise Ranch in San Diego, about to work with a troubled mare.
The one fella, last time he caught her, he got kicked, almost broke his leg. So, and she's just bothered. It's not personal.
All right. He enters the ring with only a rope.
As I move her around the corral, we'll sort of get a feel for each other.
That feel for horses is legendary. His gift inspired The Horse Whisperer, the best-selling novel that became a Robert Redford film. The movie was fictionalized, but now Brannaman's own story is being told in a documentary.
Everything you do with a horse, it's a dance.
The film shows his ability to understand a horse and its fears. His insight was hard-won. It came out of a traumatic boyhood.
My dad had a violent temper. He was a terrifying person.
Buck says he was nearly broken by a father who subjected him and his brother to brutal beatings.
You take viewers through this personal journey that you had as a child, one that was very difficult.
Well, having grown up through some pretty dark things in my life, you end up with an empathy for the horses.
Empathy will be needed today if he's to reach this horse.
It's in their nature when they're troubled.
Okay, so yeah, Horse Whisperer does that. Oh. Like, what does a horse listener do? Like, hey, that horse is agitated. Stay away from him. Oh, thank you. Like, what the fuck?
What's up, dude? What's that? Food? Hey, do we have any more of the shit in here? Just don't want that. Here. Hey, share here. You gonna share it? Oh, wait, give him one. Give him something. There you go.
Everybody get something?
Yeah.
Run, little girl, eat your banana for with the big boys whip your ass. Give them something they can eat while they're walking. Because these boys will come up and they'll just grab them and throw them down.
This guy's an Afghani whisperer? Yeah.
Alright. There's nowhere to fucking go. There's too many people over there, bro.
Trucker?
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, a small town with a population barely big enough to fill the Los Angeles Coliseum, is now at the center of a salacious sex scandal. A 24-year-old beautiful substitute teacher at this high school admits to hooking up with one of the students, having sex with him more than 100 times.
Mary Beth Haglund is a pretty teacher who always wanted to instruct children. But within just months of achieving her goal, Mary Beth threw it all away by giving one student some very private lessons.
How many times did you have sex with the student?
It was, I can't even count, perhaps a few hundred times.
Now she's telling her side of the story to Crime Watch Daily. The 24-year-old had a bright future. With a degree in English and Spanish, she was awarded the prestigious Fulbright Scholarship. After graduating, Mary Beth became a substitute teacher.
And when you started to teach, how did that make you feel?
I enjoyed it so much. With subbing, it's a little bit different because you never...
Okay, I'm gonna watch this and then I'm gonna head out of here. I gotta go play World of Warcraft. We got some raids coming up. But yeah, thanks all for being here today. Tomorrow we'll do Omegle, and I'll do the scientist skit. Why did you just make me watch that? Why did you just make me watch that? Why did you just make me watch that?
Thought in a thief's mind is protecting his wife.
Be like that sometimes. Nah, you guys don't want to watch me play well. We're gonna be wiping. We only have to kill the last boss of the final raid, and we're probably gonna be wiping on it for 2 hours at the minimum. So it's gonna be very boring, and it's not gonna be. I really don't want to stream it. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, earlier than now. We'll do like the little science like skit thingamabobber. What is Hyperbeanix doing?
Welcome back. How's everybody doing? Whew. Maybe late. Who knows? Who cares? What's good to H? How you doing?
Do that. All right. I'll sway you guys tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. Bye.